This is a part 2 of Ranting on the end of the 2023. Go check out part 1 as well if you haven't already. Otherwise, enjoy the video. There was still a lot of things that they need to complete and stuff. That's just like, hey, we snap a map, and then like the rest of the things is just gonna be stay as it is. It's not how you make a game, right? Once you kind of finish your part, you wanna make sure that you gotta make sure that your new things should be able to work with the old things. Like, having a proper integration with it. You just see, oh, area is done, and then we snap the whole area. That's about it. There's nothing new brought to the table. Once you have done that corresponding area, it's nothing new anymore. And you have to wait, and you have to do those boring, repeating stuff. Some of them were really hard. I also saw the 3.6, some of the 3.6 video from Bilibili. And like the quest there was pretty absurd. At this point, I just think like they're not gonna listen and something. Like remember the Frontier Clash Evolution and how I kind of complain about like how there are many people don't like about this. Like so like TOF is going to the right direction with the raid and something like that. And then it just instantly snap with the Frontier Clash Evolution. It's crazy. Like once Vermilio say, like this game may be taking 2 steps. This game is proceeding, even though it may be taking 2 steps forward and a step backward. I don't think that's the case anymore. 2 steps forward is because they listen to the proper feedback from the players. I mean proper, like not the random single rain about or nonsense rain about the game, but like some constructive criticisms. Like what can it be improved and how to do it even. It's pretty important to have those implemented. But like now those kind of I say kind of a motivation or like some kind of a movement to step forward is now pretty much gone. Or like just having little left. So it's basically like 0.5 steps forward, half a step forward, and then like a 2 steps backward, basically. Or like maybe not that much, but like you get my point, right? They were basically just doing their old things once again. Once like player started to forget about it, they would just implement this thing. Like Frontier Clash is the case. Reboot server is also gonna be the case. You're just gonna see in a month, right? In a month when they announce 3.6 and stuff, you'll see like, hey yo, TOF Reboot is now here. That would be really ridiculous, I would say. Although it may sound like really ridiculous, it will definitely happen. You just gotta wait and see. Saying like not working on stuff, you are kind of like underestimate the power of Tencent. I personally don't buy the fact that the reboot server won't come, cause like it's gonna be a thing. It's definitely gonna be a thing, no matter what. Because CN already has it, and their main market is on the CN. So there's no way they will feed us. There's no way they won't feed us that shit. You just wait for the day where global has that reboot server out. I'm definitely not gonna play it. First of all, it's too hard. Second of all, there's a lot of weird thingies going on. And even if I wanna play it, I won't play on stream. That's I don't advertise any of you. I don't advise any of you to play it. Especially if you are old players who have played at least like a month or two. I don't suggest for you to play on the reboot server. Just continue staying here, and we will try to help you. They have done too much of wrongs. Starting from 3.3, I started to have a lot of I started to have a lot of insatisfaction. Remember the domain guard boss event that we had, and then like omega laziness and stuff, like omega difficulty, right? You can still remember that, cause it's still quite new. And like thing is literally just kind of shitty, and then as well as like got a Halloween event, which I never did. I just did it once, and I was like, what? What am I gonna do with this? And just kind of confused and decided to drop the event. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And then there were some events where you used to be able to AFK. Now you're not able to do that because let's just say, hey, yo, AFK is wrong. AFK on the event is wrong. We wish you guys having fun with the event. So you know what? Let's just remove the AFK factor of the event and make the players as annoying as possible. As like I wanted to do the AFK because like it's already boring enough. It's not interesting at all. And now you just remove. It just forces everyone to play. You just force everyone to play your game. It's like I was kind of bad back then, and then like before there used to be not having a AFK penalty for it, or even though it'll still give you some decent amount of points. There was like some events that were just kind of confusing. Like for example, the fruit escape event. Like the points it gave is really confusing. At first I thought like, have I seen this wrong? Is it just the correct number? Is this the correct number I'm looking at? I wasn't wrong. It was just like that. And the requirement for the event points is a lot. Oh yeah, there's also 2v2 event that I didn't wanna do, but did it in the end because of my rankings. Imagine if I was the Grand Marshal back then, and then I always meet the strong players, and I had to lose a lot of copper blooms. Like who in the sense will have that many copper blooms to begin with if they were old players? How are they gonna accomplish the event? If you kind of think about it, like who the heck are those events gonna benefit with? Is it like old players or is it the new players? They were never clear about it. How many people have said that they want the time gated event? And like, yeah, there are still one, still two, and still many of them. It's pretty ridiculous. This game itself is an amalgam of being ridiculous. I think there were some people that concludes it pretty well. People don't play your game not because of the hard difficulty instances and not because of you need to actually have a cooperation and stuff. It's because your game is just boring at start. Although I still have email to keep me a company. I mean, still keep me playing this game for quite a while, but who knows how long I can keep, right? Who knows? So yeah, from now on, and then because of the dark future of TOF, I wanna stop charging to this game from now on. I used to invest quite some amount of money in this game. I will say. Although I don't know how to check those records. You're probably gonna check it with me.bio or some other external platforms. But yeah, they fail to kind of like keeping us to actually support the game. We don't even get a base to say like why we like this game. All the reasons of it have been gone. or most of it at least. If you ask people why they do stay around this game, there will probably some answers. One is because of the outfit, they don't wanna just drop it, or the character. I put them as the same category. Right. Just you just stay because of the appearance here is kind of like precious. And then second is because you don't wanna lose that leaderboard. You feel like you can enjoy it because of a leaderboard thingy, which I think is also kind of unhealthy at this point. The leaderboard is just for fun. If you kind of take it serious, it gets you nowhere. Oh yeah, I haven't mentioned the fact that they didn't. They had promised that they don't want to make a smart server being locked under the payment wall. Because what they did to Leia, right? Because know about Leia, you had to pay with the Dark Crystal. And it's essentially the paid smart servant. Although you could argue that, hey yo, you purchase it with the Dark Crystal, not the tiniest and stuff. But like I say, if you kind of think like that, you're too naive, you know. If this time it's only the Dark Crystal, and who the heck knows next time it will be the Tannian and stuff. And that will be like OPAF that you will have a significant difference. For those who don't like to use smart servant like me, right? You have a significant amount of difference compared to those people who had it. Because yes, screw you. Like, what is that kind of mindset? It's not many being said. I think like after this there won't be that many changes within the original server. Like, sure, there will be a lot of changes with regarding to the Reboot server, but what about the original one? Like the one we currently have. Right? Although they say like there are 3 teams and then each of them doing the different things. But is that so? If you look at the global and the PS5 team, right? If you look at those things, you realize the AO global team doesn't do much except like copying C and condensed over and over and over and over and over again. So what do they do when the Reboot server coming out? It's simple, easy, just copy paste as well, right? And that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Simply say, hey y'all, because we're catching up CN, so we need to catch up with the Reboot server as well. Like once you started to forget about the existence of a Reboot server, they will add it the moment you have forgot about it. They will do so. Just like Frontier Clash Evolution. I still remember to this day how I don't want it to be out. But look at what we have, right? Look at what we have here. What is this? What is this? Oops, I got attacked by the mobs. They are still adding. They are still adding. They are still adding. Do they actually listen to CM players and don't implement these features in global? Sure, we have to follow it up the CM. We gotta catch up. But do we have to follow everything? Whether it be good or bad? Right? Do we have to follow everything that happens on the CN server? Do we have to take the same shit? Like, once again, instead of getting an integrated fix, on the following version. Right? If you have some more sense, right? If you really want to make a global server and you had a different team, would you do something like this? Just not considering the later bug fixes at all? And even though it's like AO, we're gonna fix the Lingan weapon. We're still gonna add the Frontier Crunch evolution regardless because it's important for you to get some more rewards. It's important for keeping those whales amused. So we're gonna add it regardless. Really? This is what the player base wants. Like we got a lot of solutions regarding to these and like no one, literally no one in that team ever listened. And there could be a lot of things being fixed and sort of. And the survey they did in CA version literally could be in the use of the global version. Like they literally could do the buff fix and stuff like that. Instead of just the incomplete buff fix like getting the 90 flying disabled and blah and the grapple bar not being able to use blah blah blah. What the heck is that? Saying like there were 3 teams. There were 3 different teams for a game like this. 3 different kind of departments. Is that so? There's a lot of problem regarding to this. What had been addressed had been addressed. But nothing had changed. Except for the power creep probably getting slowed down and stops. But yeah, the core problem is still not fixed. As much as they wanted to add a wanted feature by players. It's maybe time to reconsider about the game like this. The things that I haven't mentioned about is the equipment system. Equipment system is also kind of BS. The police system, gacha system, like the original weapon police system is okay, but what about the equip gacha? Equip gacha is totally not okay with it, I say. Like even in the Reboot server, they just changed the render stat to some other weird special stat. Like it's still not changing. It's still not changing its randomness and stuff. It's pretty much just like, yeah, screw it, because the equipment is supposed to protect you. We're gonna just go for all the resistance for you instead. I have been getting all resistance roll for so many times. Okay, maybe not that many, but like at least once or twice. What is the third? I still don't get the full attack rolls, especially on engine or like those 2.04 pieces. Like to this day, I still don't have a max roll pieces. Also, the UI integration thingy, it's quite annoying. Sure, it's flashy, it's new, but like it's not well thought out. One of the examples being like this, right? It used to be you can be able to access all 3 planets all at once. And now you have to scroll like this and wait for the animation to be done. This alone has already annoyed a lot of people. And then the UI changes every time. It's so unstable, especially in global. Because of the translating issues and stuff, they couldn't get it fixed in time. Like what the heck are they doing? And like, those were the problems that they were struggle to fix like every time. And by every time I mean every time, every version update. This game, it's pretty insane and ridiculous. And that's about it for my complaint to this game in the end of 2023. These 2 videos took me quite some amount of time to finally put them together. And of course, I know these are far from all the flaws the game had and the poor attitudes the team really got, so feel free to talk about your point of view on the comment section below. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next year. Happy New Year and take care.